Hi everybody, this is Johnny. I'm back with the plane. It's been a while since I've been here. I've been working kind of late, working my tail off, so I really hadn't had a whole lot of time to work on the plane. But I have done some stuff. I've put my pieces of wood on here for the wings, which I've left extra so that I can round them off. In some of my older videos, I had the same setup on the bottom here as I did the top, but after looking at everything, it just wasn't going to work. The way the angle was coming through here, it was going to be too steep. It wasn't designed right, and actually the picture I'm building it off of shows a little more flatter structure right here. So since then I've had to take off everything that I put on the bottom. When you're building these planes and stuff, everything goes. I mean, you might run into something at some point in time that be like, that ain't going to work, and then you have to change everything that you had in mind, which is still kind of interesting. It's just the way things go when you do these things. Hell, I cut 2 fingers earlier trying to trim off this right here, and these right here was too long. See, and then if I was to go another board out here, these wings would have been extremely too long, and they wouldn't have looked right. As of now, I think they're too wide now, but I think I'm going to be able to make them look pretty right. So basically, what I've done is I've chopped all this off because this was designed to come up here and I couldn't get my wood. I'll show you right here. I couldn't get my wood to meet like this because it was like this, because I had designed it to be wider, and I didn't realize it when I built it, but that's just kind of the way it goes when you build planes and you can change things. You just have to think about how you're going to change it. So anyways, I've trimmed that all off with the razor blade right through there. And I've chopped my little ends off that was sticking out a little further. So now I can accomplish my piece that should be like this on the wings. I was kind of wanting a little bit of an angle right here, you know, kind of slightly. But I think that the work that it would take to do that and then try to tie the 2 ends in right here, I'm not too sure. It's going to be really hard. It actually shows in the picture of the plane that I'm building that this is flat, and then it feathers to these downwards. If I don't hit my lady in the face with the tail of this dang thing. So anyways, I've chopped all that off. Now I'm cutting on these to try to get so that I can make this fit right there, which is perfect. And I've got another piece of quarter round somewhere here. I think I've lost it. Or it's not around. I guess I should have got my stuff together before I put this video. So anyways, I've got a little piece of quarter round that I wanted to use right here, but I don't have quite enough of it, and it's going to make it kind of look round, and then it's going to fade into this one, which is still going to be really cool. Then I'll take, and then I'll trim these around and make the plane wing look right. Anyways, I've started kind of doing the walls in here of the cockpit because I need to fill this in before I put the rest of the top on this thing, which is going to be my little pieces going this way, and then my little cockpits, because I've got to build seats in there, I got to build a dashboard, my little handles for flying the plane, all got to be in there. So I need to leave that open and not put my top wing on before that, because then I can't get in there. So it's going to be pretty difficult. And then I still got to do my little center part. I got to put my propeller, I got to make it look like an engine, make it look as realistic as I can get it. Anyways, I got the tail done. This wood is so extremely soft. I really advise that if you were going to use balsa wood, that you cover it immediately, because already this piece has been snapped off and had to glue it, and now this piece right here has been snapped off, and I got to glue it too. So I need to get it strengthened up and go ahead and cover it. But I'm really still stuck on the wings, trying to make them look right. And then I've got to cut all these right here and pinch these together. I don't know if I can get you to see a better look. See, I've got one bent right here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with every one of them. Slice them a little bit, and I'm going to pinch them together like so. It's going to look like the original setup without the balsa wood. The balsa wood is just basically my guide. It really helped me out, and it's really soft though. It's not strong. It's not what I need. Now I still got to put my little wheel right here on the bottom, which I'm putting that off till later on. And then right here, I'm also going to have another little pointy thing comes up and it feathers back like this, according to the plane that I'm trying to build. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I've got the wings. Redo on all this. I tore all that stuff that I worked so hard to put on there, but it just wasn't going to look right, so it's no big deal for change. But one of the worst parts about not making a proper decision when you're doing this is when you design something to come out here and all of a sudden you change that, you've got holes right here in a piece of wood that's very hard to put together. So now I've got to try to scab that stuff in and make it look right, which really aggravates me. Because see them holes? That was supposed to be wings. Now, it's not wings. Now it's just big gaps. Now I got to try to piece that in. That's very difficult. But if you take your time, be patient, you can get it in there. If it don't look right, don't put it in. Start over as long as you got enough wood. If you don't, just put it in and roll with it because it's still fun. This side is the worst. Look at that big old gap I got to fill in right there. Ain't that terrible? Anyways, folks, part of the plane. This is probably number, I lost track, I think 12. So anyways, it's still going pretty good. Little glitches like this, it's got to be fixed, but this thing is really going to look cool when I'm done. And y'all are going to love it. I've got lots of clamps that I'm using to do the wings.
Mom, there's Peepers.
And there's Peepers. Our new addition. I use clamps like these to do the wings because you just can't really do nothing. You can't really take a clothespin to get those. So you use clamps. We've built some sawhorses, as you can see right here, to hold the plane up. And I think they're really cool. We hold the planes up with those. I've got this thing on the back that I usually use for my fan.
And I built one, Mom. Yeah.
Which I clamp onto the back like this. And I got movement with my plane so that I can do what I want with it. And then I'll take the sawhorses and put on my wings. It holds everything steady so that I can work with it. And it's not plumb on the ground. It's pretty balanced. Stays pretty sturdy. So anyways, that works out really good for me. And then I still use the fan. The low that I invented back in the day when I was a different person than I am today. I give up on that. But anyways, I got this little fan. You plug it in. It sets up here on this little thing. It's just a little old gadget tweaker 19 thing going on. Which I give up that stuff. I don't do that anymore. I just work it, man. And I enjoy the hobby. So anyways, this fan will help the glue dry. It'll help your speed time so that you can fulfill your project. It's really handy. I think I got it out of like a surround sound that went bad on me and I got mad and broke it. I took the fan out, put it on a phone charger. Works fine. Anyways, this is where I'm at. I got the wings, redo on the bottoms. So I got my wheels, my tail, everything's still intact. Project's going well. A lot of thought pattern. Really fun. Anyways, till next time. This is Johnny Copeland.